He got beaten with a belt buckle for missing a dance step. He turned it into a billion-dollar empire. Gary, Indiana, 1958, a crane operator's son, 8th of 10 kids. His father drilled him 5 hours every day after school. Miss a step, get hit, no mercy, no childhood. Most kids would have broken. Michael channeled it. At 5, he was leading his brothers on stage. At 11, he had a #1 single. At 21, he walked into the studio with Quincy Jones and made Off the Wall. Then he bet everything on one album, Thriller. 1982, 67 million copies sold. Still the best-selling album in history. But the real move wasn't the music, it was the business. He bought the Beatles catalog. He built Neverland. He turned himself into a brand that outlived him. Today, over 15 years after his last breath, his estate is worth more than $2 billion. Still earning, still winning. If you want more stories like this, drop a like and follow. The pain they gave you can become the empire no one can take from you.
Did you know Michael Jackson accidentally created the modern paparazzi? And it started with a disguise. By the mid-80s, his fame had reached a level nobody had ever seen before. Photographers were camping outside his home for days. So Michael started wearing disguises. Fake beards, surgical masks, decoy cars leaving through back gates while he slipped out the front. But here's where it gets wild. Those tactics did not slow photographers down. They made them hungrier. Agencies started hiring teams instead of solo shooters. They built networks of informants at hotels, airports, and restaurants. They bought police scanners. They started chasing cars. Every trick Michael used to disappear taught the media exactly how to hunt a celebrity harder. The more he hid, the more they innovated. The aggressive, swarming paparazzi culture that follows every star today? A lot of it traces back to photographers learning their craft by chasing one man through the streets of Los Angeles. Michael Jackson changed music. He also accidentally changed what fame costs. Which celebrity do you think has it the worst today? Like, and follow for more.
In 2009, the King of Pop was planning the biggest comeback in music history. Then suddenly, he was dead. Michael Jackson had 50 sold-out shows lined up. The This Is It tour was weeks away. Millions of dollars already spent. But behind the glittering comeback, something sinister was happening. Jackson couldn't sleep. For months, he'd been relying on his personal doctor, Conrad Murray, to knock him unconscious every night. But Murray wasn't using sleeping pills. He was using propofol, a powerful surgical drug meant for operating rooms, not bedrooms. No monitoring equipment, no hospital staff, just a pop star and a doctor playing with fire. On June 25th at 10:26 a.m., Murray called 911. Jackson wasn't breathing. Paramedics rushed him to the hospital, but it was too late. The King of Pop was dead at 50. Murray got convicted of manslaughter. But the mystery remains. How did the world's biggest entertainer end up depending on surgical anesthesia just to sleep? The perfect storm of fame, desperation, and medical negligence that killed a legend.
Michael Jackson turned $47 million into $1 billion. Then he lost it all. Michael bought Neverland Ranch for $17 million. A private estate with its own zoo, its own Ferris wheel, its own roller coaster, its own movie theater. And it cost $30 million every single year just to keep the lights on. But here's what most people miss. Michael wasn't just spending on himself. He donated hundreds of millions to charity, gave money to strangers on the street, paid medical bills for sick children around the world. His heart was as big as his spending, but the bank account had a limit. By 1998, Michael was $140 million in debt. Between 2001 and 2009, another $170 million disappeared. Desperate, he made a dangerous move. He borrowed $270 million from Bank of America, using his beloved Beatles catalog as collateral. The same catalog worth $1 billion now had a loaded gun pointed at it. Miss one payment, and the Beatles were gone forever. Part 3 tomorrow. This is where everything collapses. Follow so you don't miss it. What if the greatest voice in pop history never stopped getting better? After Michael Jackson passed in 2009, something extraordinary happened. Engineers and producers began uncovering recordings from his private sessions. Vocals laid down in the years before This Is It, What they found left the music world speechless. Tracks with layered harmonies so precise they sounded computer-generated. Melodies he hummed into a recorder at 2 a.m. that became fully produced songs. Vocal runs that his own engineers said they had never heard a human being execute live. Songs like Breaking News, Monster, and Behind the Mask gave the world a glimpse. But insiders say those weren't even close to his best unreleased work. Michael wasn't slowing down. He was building towards something none of us ever got to hear. Drop a comment if you believe his greatest music never made it to us. And follow for more untold stories from the King of Pop.
Did you know MTV almost killed Michael Jackson's career before it even started on their network? In 1982, MTV had a dirty secret. They claimed to only play rock music, but everyone knew what that really meant. No black artists allowed. Period. When Michael submitted Billie Jean, MTV executives literally said their white suburban audience wasn't ready for black faces on their screens. But CBS Records wasn't having it. They gave MTV an ultimatum that shook the entire industry. Play Michael Jackson's video, or we pull every single artist from your network. That meant losing Bruce Springsteen, Pink Floyd, and dozens of other massive stars. MTV was trapped. On March 10th, 1983, at exactly 11:37 p.m., Billie Jean finally aired. Within weeks, Michael became the first black artist in heavy rotation. The floodgates opened, MTV's ratings exploded. The King of Pop didn't just break barriers, he completely destroyed them. One ultimatum changed music television forever, proving that sometimes it takes corporate pressure to do what's right.